everybody, Cool and All Manga here, right now reviewing One Piece episode 588. Alright, so, finally, the mastermind behind Punk Hazard, his face has been revealed, Caesar Clown, CC. As you can probably tell, he's the man with the gas fruit. And he's pretty beastly at first. I mean, he's a beast at first. And he's got a pretty intense ability. And in the Grand Line, this guy is... In the first half of the Grand Line, this guy's probably unbeatable. No one in the first half of the Grand Line would probably be able to beat this guy. It's simple as that. Well, unless you have hockey. Unless you're in the beginning of the Grand Line. The first half with hockey. If you have hockey in the first half of the Grand Line, then you can beat this guy. But other than that, no. Impossible. Impossible. Like, even with abilities, this guy can just slaughter you. And you'll see soon. You'll see soon. But I'll give it about 5 episodes, and you'll see just how tank he is. Now, if a different person had his ability, even more tank. Even more tank. You'll see is what I mean soon. But other than that, this episode, it was decent. It wasn't great. It was a good episode, but it wasn't great. So it was a decent episode, and basically revolved around Law and Luffy meeting up first time in 2 years since Marineford, of course. And, of course, Luffy has to thank Law for saving his life. And he states that he's going to thank everyone who helped him at Marineford. So, Buggy. Next on the list is Buggy. I'm telling you. Next on the list is Buggy. So, he's met up with Jinbe and Trafalgar Law now. And that's a surprise to him. He didn't think he'd meet up with him so soon. So he thanks Trafalgar Law. And Law states that, they're not friends. They're not friends. And Luffy agrees. He says, no, you're right. We aren't friends. When it comes to One Piece, we are all enemies. And that goes without saying. Every pirate captain is an enemy of another pirate captain once they are aiming for One Piece. So, basically, you can be friends with a pirate captain. But when it comes down to the very end, One Piece, if One Piece were in front of you, it would be a battle to the end. Battle probably to the death to see who can claim One Piece. So, that being said, Law also switches Smoker and Tashigi's minds. Smoker going into Tashigi's body, and Tashigi going into Smoker's body. And I gotta say, Smoker and Tashigi's body, oh man, it was hilarious in the manga. It's already looking hilarious as hell in the fucking anime. I love that shit. I gotta say, when it comes down to transition of, humor from the manga to the anime, usually the anime, it handles it pretty well. So this was no exception. Smoker, especially Sanji. Oh man, Sanji, killing it, right? Just killing it. In this episode, he was killing it, I gotta say. With, just with peeping, just being a peeper. And then, Nami in Frankie's body just completely assaulting herself. That was funny. It was a decent episode, What can I say? But anyways, so episode starts off, Law finishes off Smoker, and takes his heart. Tashigi, finally realizes that, oh shit, Smoker's down. So she tries to go and see what's up. Luffy and the gang riding on Brownbeard, they end up seeing the fallen ship, and they're like, what the hell? So they end up going towards the battlefield where Law and Smoker are, and Luffy says, oh hey, it's Traw Guy. Okay, which is honestly, I gotta say, Tra-Guy is probably Tra-Guy. You know, it's awesome. It's almost as good as Traffy. Traffy. Like Luffy's nicknames for people are just awesome. Oh, always awesome. Tra-Guy, Traffy. Awesome. Anyways, so Luffy ends up going and he says, I have to say thank you to Trafalgar Law. So he goes and he says thank you. And while he's saying thank you, Usopp happens to spot out, and obviously because Usopp has superior sight to all, he ends up being able to see Smoker, even though he was quite a distance away and covered by snow, or a little bit at least. And Usopp realizes, like, yeah, those are Marines. Yo, Luffy, we gotta go. Those are Marines. And Tashigi starts coming towards Luffy, and Luffy looks and he realizes that, yeah, okay, the Marines are here. Trafalgar Law ends up noticing that Tashigi is coming towards him, and he immediately switches the personalities of Tashigi, or the mind of Tashigi and Smoker, and replaces Tashigi's in Smoker's body and Smoker's mind in Tashigi's body. So, Luffy ends up realizing, that Law beat Smokey. So Smokey was beaten by Law. So Luffy realizes that Law is no joke now. He's gotten just as strong, if not stronger, than all the pirates that have gone to the New World. From the supernova. All the supernova that have gone to the New World, they've all become incredibly strong. So Trafalgar Law, no difference. Clearly, no difference. He wasn't just leaning back being a Shichibukai for the last 2 years. Nah. He was serving up some crazy motherfucking hearts. Like, he was doing some shit, okay? He was doing some shit. So, after this, Luffy ends up thanking Law. He gets back on Brownbeard, and they take off again. After Law tells Luffy to go around the back of the laboratory, and they'll meet again. So that's for later. And in a few episodes, we're gonna see just why Law wanted Luffy to go around at the back of the laboratory. So we end up switching over to the rest of the Straw Hats: Nami, Sanji, Frankie, and Chopper, and Kinemon, and with the children. Now, all the children are cold and whatnot, so Kinemon decides to show his power. His devil fruit power. Now, I just want to say something here. Kinemon seems to have no clue what a devil fruit is. So, my thoughts on this, actually, I have a thought that maybe Wano Country actually is so separated from the rest of the world that they actually don't have devil fruit on the island, or they don't have knowledge of devil fruit, because as we know, the Wano Kuni is actually separated from the world government, and not even the Marines will step foot there due to the overwhelming power of the samurai of the country. So yeah, I can't wait to see Wano. It's gonna be intense. So he ends up telling the children and the rest of the Straw Hats, to grab a rock or snow or anything and place it on their body somewhere. And they do this, and he uses his ability, which we do not know the name of, and we still don't know the name of in the manga. So don't think you're gonna find out the name of that ability anytime soon. You're not. He ends up transforming the rocks that they all place on their heads into disguises. Now, Kinemon's ability is to be able to transform anything, or able to transform objects into disguises for people, which you're going to see a lot of in the near future, and it is honestly intense. Honestly, I love Kinemon's disguises. So the rest of the Straw Hats are now warm now and whatnot, and Kinemon is a devil fruit user. The rest of the Straw Hats end up actually reuniting with them, and they end up finding some sort of destroyed building to take refuge in, where they end up talking about what's going on the island. Robin, she tells Luffy that Trafalgar Law has actually become a part of the Shichibukai, and Kinemon tells them that he is the one who cut Kinemon up into 3 pieces. Also, Kinemon's reunited with his legs. Brook says to Kinemon that he saw his torso, although this is hilarious, Brook doesn't even realize that the torso belongs to Kinemon. Okay, it's like Zoro has to tell him, he's like, yo, Brook, it's obviously his torso. So, yeah. Kinemon, Brook, that was a pretty cool thing right there. And so basically, Luffy basically just discusses what's going to go down, and why they're actually, or what is actually going down on the island here. They discuss what's going down on the island, and then we take a little side trip to inside Caesar's laboratory, where Law actually meets up with Caesar Clown. We also then see Smoker and Tashigi body switched or mind switched, and Smoker states that he saw a tanker with the marking CC on them, and it can only mean one thing: the mastermind of Punk Hazard is none other than the scientist Caesar Clown, who happens to have the gas fruit. So this episode, overall, it was pretty good. I mean, we got a decent amount of information regarding Kinemon, Trafalgar Law, and Caesar Clown, as well as seeing Smoker and Tashigi get their bodies switched, or their minds switched. So yeah, overall, it was a decent episode. We also got some, I'm pretty sure, foreshadowing to seeing Buggy soon. Because when Luffy said, I have to thank everyone who helped me get to or helped me in Marineford 2 years ago. He said he just saw Jinbe, and now he's seeing Trafalgar Law. Well, who's the other person that helped him out? Well, we got Crocodile, we got Buggy, oh man, Kuma, I mean not Kuma, but Ivankov. I mean, we got some people to look forward to seeing again, and I can't wait. I just can't. So, yeah, it was decent. What can I say? Kinemon's ability. Now, he's a samurai, and he doesn't like to battle unhonorably. So he's a very honorable person. So I don't know if he'll actually be able to utilize his ability in battle. But if he does, I gotta say, it'd be really intense. Just imagine if he were to grab a rock in battle, touch the person's hands, and then transform that rock into handcuffs. He can turn it into any disguise, he says. Outfit people with any disguise. I'm sure he could turn it into cuffs. He could turn it into any piece of clothing, right? So maybe a straitjacket or something. His abilities, it seems pretty realistic for battle. Like, if you think about it, I mean, it could be pretty devastating to people who aren't very good at hockey or don't have a crazy ass devil fruit. So, yeah, Kinemon showing some stuff. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the next few episodes. I believe next week, Toriko One Piece crossover. Next week, yeah? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's next week, I believe. And I just want to say, Toriko. Oh, I love Toriko. I gotta say. If you took Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Z, and you mashed them all together, you just did a whole little blender mashup, grindage, it would be Toriko. And I gotta say, I'm actually really into Toriko right now. And I'm probably going to end up getting caught up to the manga soon, so I don't know if I'm going to do an anime review or I'm actually just going to get caught up with the manga and just do manga reviews, but I think Toriko's coming because I love Toriko. Like, oh man, it is just so good. But anyways, this episode, I gotta say, it was decent. We got some decent information in this episode, really. And there's nothing else to really say. Brown beard. This is the most hilarious thing in the entire episode, man. Brown beard. He thinks the Law, because Law ends up saying that he needs to get something back as well. And Brownbeard thinks that Law is talking about him, right? So he's like, oh yeah, good. He's talking about me. When in reality, no one gives a shit about Brownbeard. Like, literally. No one gives a shit about Brownbeard. It's too funny. But anyways. Cool no manga. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out.